Where's all the good black men? Where are they? This is a question posed by many people, not just in our own communities, but news organizations, and even one of our ex-presidents. Obama asked, where are the black dads? Where are they? Saying that lots of them have gone AWOL, or most of them, or at least not most, lots of them are MIA. But why are we asking these questions, and what are the answers towards them? Firstly, when he was asking it, he was playing on very racist stereotypes and rhetoric. While he is black, and while you can be prejudiced or racist against your own race. That is a common misconception. He was also using it for political points to try and get on the fence white people to vote for him. It was a political move, a strictly political move. That's what most things are by most presidents. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on Obama. I don't know enough about him to really say. It's a good step for the country. A black man in that level of power is a good thing. But I would need to learn more about him before I really say whether he's good or bad. And on this topic of where they are, he didn't ask, or he didn't tell us. He didn't give us the answer. He just said, "Where are they?" He didn't tell us, but also we didn't ask. We didn't ask where they are. He gave a few reasons why they might be gone, such as high unemployment, very racist lending practices with housing and whatnot, remnants of redlining, as well as early childhood learning being very, very one-sided away from black people. But he didn't make a single passive mention towards black people. He didn't make a single passive mention towards prisons and mass incarceration. There is, though, some validity to that claim of where are they? Because there's a big disparity. In black communities, there's over 3 million more black women there than there are black men. I believe the difference in percentage is about 24 to 26%. That's a big gap. So now, where are they? And that's a question posed by even black publications, such as the Ebony magazine in 2006, with an article literally saying, "Where have the black men gone?" With them saying those solutions being that we need to find, or that black people need to find God and self-respect, essentially a bootstrap mentality. You just gotta bootstrap yourself, and it's about individual responsibility. Even though it's the group that's having this, it's not an individual problem, it's a group problem. Or Tyra Banks on a talk show where she, very directly to what my title is, where have all the good black men gone? And her reasons are just wild. Her main reasons were that they're either gay or that they're going for white women. She really said that one of the reasons is because they're gay. What? If you look at the statistics, it's not that. It's that they're just gone. They're physically not there. They've been removed. So why? Why is there such a disparage in the amount of people there? It's not like there's a 75% chance of being born a woman and a 25% chance of being a man or something like that. It's not like that. It's about 50-50. So why aren't the statistics 50-50 or at least closer to that? It's because of outside forces. And even large publications like the New York Times or CNN, they haven't said anything about it. And they didn't object at all to what Obama said. It was much smaller people, like sociologists, saying, that's wrong. That is not the reason. Or the author of this book, Michelle Alexander, with The New Jim Crow. That's where I'm getting a lot of this information from. It's The New Jim Crow. It's a very interesting read. I would highly recommend it to anyone. Honestly, horrifying statistic that I found is that you were more likely to if you're black, you were more likely to be raised by both parents if you were a slave in the 1800s than if you're born today. You're more likely to be raised by one parent now than during the era of slavery. How is that even possible? How? I mean, there's more people incarcerated in prisons now than there were slaves during the 1850s. There's more people in there now than there was then. And we say the slavery's gone. They just switched forms. It's the new slavery. It's the new Jim Crow. They didn't walk. They were taken. They were kidnapped. They were taken hostage. locked away, caged, handcuffed. Our fathers, brothers, friends have been taken away from us. There's more disenfranchisement today than in 1870. And young black men are just as likely to suffer from Jim Crow-esque punishment as they were during the supposed era of it. I'm saying supposed era because we say era usually in a past tense. But this past tense still persists today in the present. It's not gone, it's just switched forms. We have about 30%, 33% of black men today having the felon title, being essentially under Jim Crow. If it's such a big statistic, wouldn't you say that maybe it's not the individual's responsibility, since it's such a big majority? Maybe it's you have to look at the common factors, not the arbitrary things like color or gender. Look at the thing that's much more structural, that's much more consistent. That's the system, the world, and the society they're born into. Look into that, and you can kind of see why it's such a big difference. You can see how this has happened. Because Jim Crow never died. You might still physically be able to be in the front of the bus. We're still in the back. We're still stuck in the back, especially black people. They are still stuck in the back. They are stuck in a subservient, subhuman way.